Opera Rara's mission is to rediscover, restore, record and perform the lost operatic heritage of the 19th and early 20th centuries. So this piece, this first piece by Bellini, I think fits very, very squarely inside that mission.
Bellini composed Adelson and Salvini as his final project at the Conservatorio San Sebastiano in Naples.
Bellini was very young. He was 23 years old when he wrote this opera, and we can have an idea of the big composer that he will be in the future.
And so it's very interesting to see how the fresh Bellini was writing, how the Bellini still without the in some sense, the refinement that he'll have in later operas.
Much of it sounds very much like Rossini, Donizetti. There are hints of the long bel canto lines which Bellini came to be associated with.
It's a very complete work, but I think you can definitely hear how after this piece he developed his writing.
You can hear influences, you can hear the influence of Mozart, you can hear the influence of Beethoven, you can certainly hear the influence of Rossini.
There's a little bit of Pergolesi, a little bit of Rossini there, Mozart here. So he made a little. It's not a patchwork. Don't get me wrong, because the structure of the work is still there.
Although not surprisingly, we can perceive Rossini's influence on Bellini's score, we can already detect Bellini's particular voice in the score for Adelson and Salvini. One example is the romanza from Act 1, Dopo l'oscuro nembo, which Bellini would reuse and rework for I Capuletti e Montecchi, where it would become Giulietta's aria O Quante Volte, which is maybe one of the most representative pieces of Bellini's style.
We have to just try to imagine what he would have realized if Bellini would have lived for 40, even 30 or 40 years more. I don't know what we would have expected from this composer.
Probably in the next works he was developing a little better the knowledge of the voices, because most of the principal roles as written in this piece, in this opera, are very difficult.
E me taci e non parli al marea, proverai traditor l'ira mia, e mo fai stata grande paria, sia quest'empio alla pena serbato. E che c'entra? Eccellenza, eccecata, chi lo chiagna, te fede, te fuia. Le vuoi dare nepoteta? Oi boh, si non era impecciato ben moglie, scritto moglie taceva signor, si non era impecciato ben moglie, scritto moglie taceva signor.
It is a book for all. He is allowed to say the truth to everyone. He has nothing to lose, except money, probably, to survive himself. Is the only buffo character in the whole Bellini's production.
You know Neapolitans. Neapolitans are, of course, funny, no? But they are also noble in a way, no? No? They are proud of themselves. Muraro is really bringing these two elements together.
Mastro damma rosso duro, oh, cainatama, e che bo. Fuggi, e me, iti, sicuro, fuia, e perché,
I suppose that Bellini wants also to give a kind of tribute to Napoli because he was there in that time to study. And as you know, everybody knows, in Napoli and Venezia was the two most important schools in that time.
I studied as an actor, so for me, to speak the text, it's amazing. I mean, it's beautiful, and it's such a possibility also to bring so much character in it. And well, it's not my native language, Italian, but it's so much fun, to speak not in your own language and not in your personality, and to create all this, like pretending to be Italian one. And speak, ma che dice? Ma perché? Bene.
Signora bella mia, corrite, ha reparato!
Dio Bonifacio, di che favelli?
Sacciate che si minor se scontra con Salvini, ce so guai co a pala, e manco voi ne siete salva.
Ma è con me che ha di comune Salvini?
Che serve che me facite annozente?
The Neapolitan dialect is a language, and it makes a big difference between the Italian dialogues are written with the Neapolitanish dialect.
We are used to hear Carmen with dialogues, Freischütz with dialogues, no? But the effort Italian singers and our cast has to make to act actually and to work with dialogues without the help of the music and just it's another world, and it's a revelation.
It's fascinating because you can hear, even if you don't understand, but if you follow the line, the melody of the dialect, the Neapolitanish dialect, is music.
Che mi lordo l'accordasse la futura dopo morte, non può essere. Che dici? La volessero d'ance fra di loro combina. Oh, peggio assai, peggio assai. Villa malora, mescervella cada l'ora, senza niente ne vedrà. Mescervella cada l'ora, mescervella cada l'ora, senza niente ne vedrà. Sì, mescervella cada l'ora, senza niente ne vedrà. Ad accancarà Salvini, Baculard e Alvaglione.
What Casa Ricordi and Opera Rara are doing in this recording is bringing back to life Bellini's early significant work in the way it was originally conceived.
It gives people an idea of the full picture, to think of Bellini's lifespan and hear his wonderful works later in his life, and to have an idea of what he started with. It's a wonderful gift really to add to the collection.
There are many operas forgotten, and this is a pity because we've lost many operas, many interesting operas, and just because they are not popular they are forgotten. So it's a very important work.
Se ne perda, se ne non tanto
I'm a young conductor, and I already realized that I could make a career conducting only 20 titles, and I'm only thinking about the Italian repertoire. So now you perform Carmen, you perform and that's it. And then we do the museum of the operatic world. We don't have the full picture, that's for sure. We don't have the full picture in our opera theaters, and in general the great audience has no idea of what they are missing
If you carry on performing the same 10 pieces over and over again, eventually the repertoire will die out. This is a particular challenge that opera faces, and that's where an organisation like Opera Rara, which is about encouraging, inspiring other organisations to look at these pieces again, is so important.
It's fantastic that this is being done in Britain. It's an important job, and it's something that's, studio recordings being made of operas. Where else is that happening now?
I think it will be very important for the people who loves Bellini, but also the people who loves music, because it's a document. It's a rare document. It's an Opera Rara document, and this is very important because it's unique.
If we are talking about the kind of singing, the bel canto singing, we have to believe in this kind of work that Opera Rara does, because look how many recordings in this just in this room I can see. It's unbelievable how many singers from since 30 years I think came here and recorded for this nice institution. So everybody who sang in the main theaters in the world came here, were invited here and sang here. So I'm so proud to be here.
It is my first time here at Opera Rara. It's a great experience, and I have to say I'm inspired by the walls, the collection, the library, the people, the energy and the spirit. It's incredible that in the 21st century, we have the opportunity in the 21st century to bring new music, but from the 19th century coming alive. So it's an honor, and I really feel like this.